What's up everybody, I'm Brian from I1 Tesla, and today we're taking this Plaid Model S on a 100-mile drive with and without the side mirrors. My question is that something that Elon has brought up, that the side mirrors actually will decrease range by 5%. So we're gonna see what the percentage is. We're gonna be driving on the highway mostly. Actually, I've already done the first trek. I'm charging the car up and I'm gonna go back and take off the side mirrors, and then we're gonna do that same test again to see what the difference is. Because, you know, Elon has said that he's gonna make the side mirrors removable on the Cybertruck. Is that really gonna make a difference on something that big of a vehicle? I don't know. We're gonna find out what the watt hour per mile is. I'm very curious. Now this is a Plaid Model S. I do not have the spoiler on right now. I have the aero caps off of the 19s, and that's it. It's gonna be a beautiful day today. It's gonna be a long, boring drive, but before we do this, leave down below what you think the percentage is going to be. Is it going to be the same? Is it going to be worse? This isn't super scientific. This is going to be normal, everyday driving, 5 miles over the speed limit. So you're joining me actually in the middle of it. I just finished the first trek and now I'm charging up and going back home to take off the side mirrors. These side mirrors, this glass is part of the side mirror, so I'm going to have to put vinyl there. Over top of that, I do want to put something hard there. Maybe it's a piece of plastic so there's less vibration from the wind from the vinyl. On the first drive, I also did a sound test as well. I had an app on my phone that showed me what the decibel reading was in the car. I'm wondering if there's going to be any difference. I mean, obviously those things are like air brakes. Like Elon said, he was in an interview with Marquez Brownlee, and he said they're like air dams, and they can take up to 5% range away from the vehicle. So it is not super legal everywhere to drive without mirrors. I looked up and here's a chart on where it's illegal and where it's legal. Well, I'm going to be driving with the rearview mirror and the both side cameras going, so hopefully I don't get pulled over. I only saw two cops on the way down there, and they were pulling some guy over, checking his car. But I really hope I don't get pulled over, because hey Tesla, I still haven't gotten my information for my plates yet. I'm still running a 30-day tag that expired a couple days ago. So totally illegal today. Don't do this at home or on the highway. This is something that hopefully I do not get caught. The curiosity, I can't take it anymore. I just got to do it. All right, before we plug in, we're at the supercharger, 98 miles. We use 30 kilowatt hours at 308 watt hour per mile. We drove for an hour and 35 minutes. I'm going to plug in here, and then once we get home, I'm going to take the mirrors off, and then later on today, we're going to do this test again. All right, not my best vinyl work, but this is just covering up this hole. Same thing on this side. Hopefully a bunch of air doesn't get in there, but I didn't think about how am I going to get in the car. I'm gonna have to get in from the back seat. Yeah, didn't think about that. Had to climb in from the back seat there because I'll show you in a second, I can't roll the windows down. And I also grabbed a couple rags to kind of shove in the window area. I don't think Tesla's gonna use cardboard. Oh, I didn't even show you from the inside. That's what it looks like from the inside. Let's go to the trip computers, and now we're going to, it was 308, so minus 5% is what? 15, 16 watt hour per mile. Fact check me if I'm wrong, but we're going to rename this now. Mirrors off, save. We still got the climate the same. It's pretty much the same temperature. Actually, it's a little warmer, but I had the car outside and there's like it's a breeze, so it feels colder, and we're in the shade. It says it's 51 degrees outside, pretty much the same temperature. Let's go to reset, mirrors off. All right, and we're off. And this is going to be very, very interesting. I think I'm going to try to drive the exact same thing, the exact same way. Yes, it's a little later in the day. It's 3 o'clock versus 11 o'clock is when I did it before. Took some time getting these things off. It's before rush hour, so we shouldn't hit traffic. I'm gonna be doing 5 over again. What I do have is the rear view mirror up, the camera on the screen where I show the side cameras. So I do still have side vision. It's not dangerous at all. Hopefully I don't get pulled over because it's gonna be kind of awkward because I can't roll down the window and I have to climb out the back. And I mean, I could open the door, I guess. It would just break the vinyl. That's gonna be bad if I get pulled over. But I can already tell right now there's less wind noise. There definitely is less wind noise. Even with the crappy vinyl job that I did, I could tell. I'm only going 45 on the side road. We haven't even gotten to the highway yet. But so that makes me very curious to see what the end result's gonna be after 98 miles. We're gonna do the exact same trip. This is a little strange, trying to merge on. I'm used to looking in my mirror. I had to look into this, and actually that is a lot easier to see. But it would be kind of cool if they actually had just a little monitor here that was your side view mirror. I think that would be doable, and I wonder if that's what they're gonna hopefully do. So I just did a decibel reading, and it's keeps dipping under, well, right now I'm talking so it keeps going up, but it keeps dipping under 80, 79, 70, 78. It was dipping right around there, nice and quiet, 70 miles an hour. So it is a little bit quieter. I can definitely hear less wind noise for sure, which means less drag. You know, one thing I've noticed that when I'm behind trucks like these two, well, actually there's a couple trucks passing a couple trucks. You notice how they do that at 1 mile an hour, it seems like. But you know, you usually get a bunch of wind coming off of them. I think that's what hits the mirrors and kind of throws the car around. There's nothing like that now. There's no turbulence off of these trucks. Pretty interesting. Maybe it's the mirrors that cause that effect. So finishing up the drive, I'm pulling up to the supercharger. Although I can't get out and charge because I can't open the door. We're gonna look at the numbers as I pull up to it and see what it came out to be. 301, 98 miles, like I said before, an hour and 40 minutes. The traffic was about the same both times. I mean, a little bit more traffic this time, but I was able to go the exact same speed, I think. It was the extra, it looked like 6 to 7 minutes it took to get onto the highway versus the one before. 11 o'clock in the morning, there's really not that much traffic. What time is it now? It's 5 o'clock now. There's a lot of factors involved in that. Can you say this was better? Yes, you can, but not by much. It's not worth it. You need the side mirrors. So without the mirror, wasn't that much different. We were at 308 with the mirrors and we were at 301 without the mirrors. So what is that? That's about 2% difference. The trip there and back, I think, was pretty even. The only thing I really noticed was less wind noise. The wind coming off of it, well, the wind wasn't coming off of this because it was just sliding right by. The vinyl helped everything just slide right by, or there was less noise. All I had was cardboard there. So is it beneficial to not have the mirrors on? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's more of a danger to not have them there. Having them on the screen, yes, you probably get used to it, but everyone's so used to just looking at your mirrors to change lanes. The one good thing is for autopilot, the car looks for you and then changes lanes. But you know, I don't know if it's really that necessary for Tesla to make it possible. Plus, they'd have to make something a little prettier than this. This was kind of ugly, but I think it was still worth the experiment. I think that 2% could have been in the, could have just been a lot of factors. The wind maybe, more traffic, drafting, I don't know. I really thought this was gonna be, instead of 308 on the way there, I thought this was gonna be closer to 280 on the way back without the mirrors. But there you go, I tried it. Now no one else has to. Drive with your mirrors, because it's illegal if you don't. Thanks for watching. As always, stay awesome, stay positive, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'll see you.